Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing, getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend investing is all about. My main objective is to show a replicable way of building ever-growing and ever reliable income stream, one that does not have to rely on the volatility of the stock market. You simply own shares of successful companies and you're automatically paid. In this video, I'm going to show you all the dividends that I received for the month of November. I'm a buy and hold investor and I buy more shares every week. And the reason I create these videos is to show you what kind of dividends you can expect from a portfolio this size, and how these dividends will grow over time. What we're looking at right now is my taxable M1 stock brokerage account, and this is my Average Joe dividends portfolio. You can see all time this portfolio is done quite well. Let's just look at the past year, just up 1.59% as the markets have struggled over the past couple of years. We can see year to date, this is where the portfolio has really picked up. We're up 6.5%. We'll look at the last quarter. Last quarter has been pretty flat, but the last month we're almost up 7%, and this is live. The markets are open right now, so this will be changing. We'll look at the last week, and up 0.82%, and looks like today we're just up 0.1%. So next, what I'm going to do here is jump into the activity log. It's hard to believe that we're already into December, and I'm going over the November dividends. But let's take a look here at the activity log, and the activity type, I'm just going to do dividends only. And what we're going to do is we're just going to read these off one by one. I know a lot of YouTubers, they'll just tell you they got X dollars for the month, and they're not really showing you the proof. Here is the proof, because you can see in my activity log, this is cash going right into my brokerage account. I could just take this out as cash and do with it what I please, but what I do is I reinvest these dividends right back into the stock from which it was received. At least that's my plan going forward right now. So we'll start with the first dividend received in November. We can see Verizon paid me $49.04 on the first, and then General Mills also on the first, $5.24. And then on the 6th, PNC paid me $7.47. Then John Deere paid $2.62 on the 8th, and also on the 8th low, $6.26. And then American Express on the 10th paid me $3.67. And then Air Products on the 13th, $3.60. You can see I'm getting paid every couple of days, and some days I'm getting paid multiple dividends, which is great. It's just a steady cash flow that's constantly going into this brokerage account. And then we can see here Procter & Gamble on the 15th, $7.87. And then O Realty, this is a monthly pair, on the 15th also, $11.67. And then AbbVie, $30.47. OHI paid me $60.90. And then A.O. Smith, $3.17. And we can see Apple on the 16th, $3.25. Costco, $2.39. Caterpillar, $6.93. Starbucks paid me $7.09. And then on the 30th, but actually M1 has a 1-day delay, so it actually went into my account this morning, and that's why I'm doing the video today. First thing is I got my last dividend from BST for $407.80. And let's just take a look at, we'll go to the activity log, and we're going to go back, and I'm going to show you just this one payment, what it did. And what I did, put that 407.80 back into BST, and just to show you kind of a dividend snowball just in this one dividend reinvestment, it picked up almost an additional 12 shares, which is outstanding. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to jump over to a Google Docs spreadsheet. I'll leave a link below to it, and it shows all the positions in my portfolio. You can see the ticker symbol, the current share price. It just uses a simple Google Finance function to pull a live price for each investment, and the share price, the number of shares I own. That's using a VLOOKUP on the M1 data tab below, and I'll show you how that works because I have not updated my new number of shares for BST because I did that dividend reinvestment. And what that's going to do is it's going to put in the nearly 12 shares of BST into, it's going to update that over here, and it's also going to change my monthly dividend income. But I'll show you where that's tracked right there. It's gonna change my monthly dividend income, the $865.88, also the quarterly and the annual will also be affected. So let's go ahead and we're gonna pull in that information, which is under the holdings tab, and rather than type in the number of shares and my cost basis, all I have to do is just grab this information right here, which is going to grab the total number of shares, my cost basis, and I'll paste this into the M1 data tab, and you can see here where it's going to pull the shares and cost basis. It's going to do a VLOOKUP on a different tab and update that. So I'll paste that in, paste special. It's updating. We'll go back to the dividend portfolio tab, and we can see now the monthly cash flow average with that BST dividend drip, we're up to $868.87. I'm going to update that over here on this tab. So we're up to the $868.87. That's our new monthly dividend income. In this tab, I track any change in the portfolio, whether I do a deposit or we do a dividend drip. And just this dividend drip of BST on its own almost gave me $3 of monthly income just by reinvesting that dividend. I could have taken it cash, or I could have reinvested in something else, but I put it right back into BST, and you can see what that did. And then on Monday, I'll do another video, and I'll show you what I'll be buying with my $100 deposit, and we'll also see, we'll have some more dividends coming in from all these different, on the second Saturday, all these dividends are going to roll in. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and have all these dividends from these companies, and then that will be reinvested on Monday. So we'll carry that new $868.87 is going to be carried over on Monday morning, and we'll see what that goes up by. And we'll take a look. You can see, yeah, we're up to the $868.87. You can see how the quarterly and annual, how all of those have changed and went up. And we'll take a look at BST as well. It paid me $407.80, but next month, if I do not buy any more shares of BST, this is what it's going to be at. I'm going to get $418.36. That's if the dividend remains the same. BST has been pretty static with that 25 cents, so I'm pretty confident that's what's going to be. And here's a count up of all of the dividends. I know I kind of sidetracked with the BST thing, but the sum was $619.44. Those are all the dividends that I received. You can see here in the medium green, starting with Verizon and BST being my last dividend. And I've put that over on the Dividend Tracker tab. We'll scroll down here to the month of November, and $619.44. You can see we're tracking a little bit less than what we did in the last 2 months, in the first and second months of the quarter. That's because I did some selling in the portfolio, and some buying in things that are going to be in the third month, the last month of the quarter. So December, I'm predicting it's going to be around 1,500-ish. We'll see. So I think Q4 is going to be bigger than Q3, but in 2024, Q1 I predict is going to be lower than Q4 of 2023, and the main reason is SCHD. SCHD is such a large position in my portfolio, but historically, you can see here I've got over $81,000 of SCHD, right about 1,120 shares. But historically, what SCHD has done is they pay a lower dividend in Q1, and Q4 is usually its largest dividend. So I'm predicting when SCHD, when they announce what their dividend's going to be, I'm predicting between 70 and 72 cents for the dividend. We will see, though. I could be wrong. It could be 65 cents, could be 66 cents like it was last time, but we will see. Well, let's go back over to the dividend tracker. We can just see how the average monthly dividend, you can see how this has just been going up and up and up. There's been a few exceptions. You can see here in March, that was SCHD, where there was a lower dividend. You can see the annual dividend too, how that has climbed up as well. We're over $10,000 in the average annual dividend there. And we can see here, just in the month of December, how I've raised the increase of my average monthly dividend income, and a month-over-month increase just in day one, 0.35%. You see my annual income has gone up by that much. Have not made a deposit yet in the month of December, so on Monday I'll put $100 in there. We'll take a look at this last tab if you're curious to see all of my holdings. I don't just have an M1 finance account for my dividend portfolio. I've also got a Vanguard account. You can see I have an IRA here, as well as a small Roth IRA. I also have taxable over at Vanguard. You can see it's in Vanguard ETFs, as well as VTSAX, which is not an ETF, but mostly everything is in ETFs and mutual funds over there at Vanguard. I have a 401k with T. Rowe, and this is with my employer that I returned to for the past approximately 3 years. You can see what I'm invested in there, mostly in VTSAX. And then over at M1, I also have another IRA over there, which is pretty significant. It's over $500,000 over there. And we can see there's my dividend portfolio with M1. That's what I do my videos on. I have a whole bunch of savings waiting to be deployed. I'm building a home, and most of that's going to be going to down payment. You can see Capital One got checking and savings, and but right here is where it's tracking my net worth. So I'm back over the 1.4 million mark, which is nice because the stock market has recovered. So you can see that's quite nice right there. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys, is what my dividends were for the month of November. Again, $619.44, and this is month 2 in the fourth quarter, and the last month of the quarter is what pays me most of my dividends. I'm predicting probably 1,500-ish. We'll see in December, because most companies pay their dividend in the last month of every quarter. So thanks for sticking to the end. Please subscribe to the channel so you'll see my other videos, like my weekly buy video, you'll see my December video for all my dividends, and I also do a recap of all my spending, because I think it's really important you track your spending. You write everything down. I think that keeps you accountable, and so you can see also where your money is going, and you can track what your gap is every month. If you don't have a gap between your expenses and your take home, then you're not going to have money to invest and to build wealth. So I think that's a very important video to watch. So thanks everybody for sticking to the end. If you got value from this video, please click the like button, and again also subscribe. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Everybody take care.